The third application of conductance measurement is the determination of solubility and solubility product of sparingly soluble salt. The sparingly soluble salt means the salt having very less solubility. So the solubility of a sparingly soluble salt in solvent is very low. So it can be assumed to be at infinite dilution. Say lambda m salt of saturated solution equal to lambda m salt at infinite dilution, means the solubility or the molar conductance of saturated solution that is equal to molar conductance of a salt at infinite dilution. So these are equal. So this is called equation number 1. The molar conductivity of a sparingly soluble salt at infinite dilution, that lambda m salt of at infinity can be obtained from Colroche's law. The value of lambda m salt at infinity can be obtained using Colroche's law as that is equal to mu plus lambda plus infinity plus mu minus lambda minus infinity. So again here it is mu plus and mu minus are the number of ions, that is cation and anion, and lambda plus and lambda minus infinities are the conductance at infinite dilution. So this is equation number 2. The conductivity of a saturated solution of the sparingly soluble salt is measured as K solution. Okay, the conductivity of saturated solution, that is K solution, and measuring conductivity of water, that is called K water, used in a preparation of saturated solution of the salt. The conductivity of the salt K salt can be obtained as K salt equal to K solution minus K water. So the conductivity of solution minus conductivity of water, that will give conductivity for salt. So this is equation number 3. The molar conductivity of the salt from equation 1 is lambda m salt at infinity equal to 1000 into K salt upon Cm. So Cm is equal to 1000 into K salt upon lambda m salt infinity. So this equation we rearrange for concentration Cm. So the Cm equal to 1000 K salt upon, so according to Colroche's law, we have the value of lambda m salt infinity as mu plus lambda plus infinity plus mu minus lambda minus infinity. So this is the equation for Cm. Cm is molar concentration, or this equation we can write as Cm equal to 1000 into bracket, so K salt is nothing but K solution minus K water, bracket complete, upon mu plus lambda plus infinity plus mu minus lambda minus infinity. So from equation 2 and 3, therefore the Cm, that is the molar concentration of sparingly soluble salt in its saturated solution, and Cm is equal to solubility of the sparingly soluble salt in moles per dm cube. So concentration we express in terms of moles per dm cube. So solubility of a salt in gram per dm cube will be equal to Cm, that is molar concentration in terms of mole per dm cube into molar mass of the salt. When we multiply the molar concentration with molar mass of that particular salt, we get solubility of a salt in gram per dm cube. So the solubility S in mole per dm cube can be converted into gram per dm cube as with the multiplication of molar mass of the salt, and hence the solubility product can be represented mathematically as x raised to x, y raised to y into S raised to x plus y. Here S is the solubility and Ksp is the solubility product. So this is the equation. It shows a relation between solubility product and solubility. For example, for univalent electrolyte, x equal to 1 and y equal to 1. Univalent means only one cation and anion. So solubility product Ksp is given by Ksp equal to. So here we put x as 1 and y as 1. So we get 1 raised to 1 into 1 is 1 raised to 1 into s raised to x is 1 and y is 1. So 1 plus 1 means 1 plus 1 is 2. So here it is 1 only. So we get s square, means for univalent electrolyte solubility product equal to s square. So therefore we can write s square equal to Ksp for univalent electrolyte. Similarly, for bi-univalent electrolyte solution like BaCl2, bi-univalent means here we have two BaCl2. So in BaCl2 cation is only one, that is Ba, and anion there are two anions, 2Cl minus. So when BaCl2 get dissociate as Ba2 plus plus 2Cl minus. So here x is 1 and y equal to 2. So x indicate the number of Ba2 plus ions and this y indicate number of Cl minus ions. So there are 2 Cl minus ions, therefore y equal to 2 and only one Ba2 plus ion, that is x equal to 1. So the Ksp for this bi-univalent electrolyte BaCl2 is, so as we know, x equal to 1 and y equal to 1, and our formula is Ksp equal to x raised to x, y raised to y, s raised to x plus y. So Ksp will be equal to 1 raised to 1 into 2 raised to 2 because y is 2 into s raised to 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So we get 2 square is 4 and 1 raised to 1 is 1. So 4s cube. So this is the Ksp for bi-univalent electrolyte. Similarly, for tri-univalent electrolyte like AlCl3, Ksp is given as, so AlCl3 get dissociate as Al3 plus 3Cl minus. Here the x is 1 and y equal to 3. So we can write Ksp equal to 1 raised to 1, 3 raised to 3 into s raised to 1 plus 3. So 3 raised to 3 means 27 and 1 raised to 1 is 1 only. So 27 s raised to 4, 1 plus 3 is 4. So this is the Ksp value for tri-univalent electrolyte AlCl3. So when concentration Cm is expressed in mole per dm cube, then solubility equal to K solution minus K water, that is H2 upon mu plus lambda plus infinity plus mu minus lambda minus infinity. Now the last application of conductance measurement is to find out the ionic product of water. The conductance measurement shows that water, even in a purest form, exhibits though a small but definite conductance at all temperatures. So water has some definite conductance at all temperatures. So this is possible if only if water behave as a weak electrolyte and ionize accordingly to the equation. So water is also behave as a weak electrolyte. So water get dissociate as H plus OH minus, and some water will be in the form of undissociated form. So the equilibrium constant is K equal to concentration of H plus into concentration of OH minus upon concentration of H2O. The ionization is very slight or very less, the concentration of water in any aqueous solution will be constant and can be included in K. So Kw equal to K into concentration of H2O. So as we know, concentration of H2O is we represent only the product of concentration of Ph plus and OH minus. So therefore this concentration product is equal to ionic product of water. So Kw equal to ionic product of water means in any aqueous solution both hydrogen and hydroxyl ion, hydrogen means H plus and hydroxyl ion means OH minus ion must be present, and the product of their concentration must be constant, and that is called ionic product of water.